The Day of the African Child is a day set aside to beam the spotlight on issues affecting children such as child labor, female genital mutilation, corporal punishment, among others. The theme of this year's event is Eliminating Harmful Practices Against Children, Lessons Learned from Research and Policy Engagement. Addressing the people, the Provost Accelerate Up Nigeria Team Principal Investigator, Professor Olayinka Omigbodu, expressed concern for Nigerian children have enormous challenges and lots of Nigerian youth are seeking greener pastures outside the shores of Nigeria. She called for collective efforts to abolish harmful practices against children.
During PTA meetings, we could have experts go to train parents at PTA meetings. And I'm happy to say that the Center for Child and Adolescent Mental Health, we have a school health program.
Speaking on harmful practices against children in Nigeria, progress and challenges, Dr. Jibril Abdulmalik said every child has a right to identity, life, education, and accessible health care. He said only 27 states out of the 36 states have ratified the Child Rights Act in their state, and the challenges to implementing the policies are legal, financial, and socio-cultural challenges.
We need to prioritize their well-being. We need to protect them. We need to ensure that they have all they need to thrive and be able to fulfill their potential so that they can truly become leaders of tomorrow.
He challenged policymakers to demonstrate political will to prioritize child rights protection as well as harmonize customary and religious laws. While speaking on common harmful practices and their ramifications for children and adolescents, the President, African Association for Child and Adolescent Mental Health, Dr. Bella Osa, pointed out that female genital mutilation is an harmful practice that must be discouraged. She said post-traumatic stress, bleedings, and even death are some of the effects of FGM.
It's shown that these practices can cause physical or psychological damage and suffering, and that they also negatively affect the fundamental rights of children. So, for example, their right to life, right to health, right to dignity, right to protection, and to physical integrity.
A student of the University of Ibadan, Toib Akongbe, said many children hawk and go through terrible experiences to make ends meet. He pointed out that it results in mental tiredness, fatigue, and it puts them in harm's way, and urged policymakers to create an environment for children to thrive.
No, you can imagine shouting, fufu rogono there, of course, no. You don't say American fufu, London fufu, and people small by. So you have to keep shouting. But this is not really good.
Delivering a talk on the accelerating progress on the Sustainable Development Goals for adolescents in Nigeria, a research associate, Dr. Rita Tamambang, said good mental health, parental support are potential catalysts to achieve the SDG goal. She said the policy brief is to better speed up and accelerate the plans to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. The stakeholders' engagement meeting is to shed more light on the challenges of the African child and draw attention to researches aimed at eliminating the harmful practices against children. Anu Akomolafe, ITV News.